David Phelps grew up on a family farm in California. He learned the concept of art from Katie Feck, who was a neighbor and also a self-taught oil painter. David Phelps graduated from Humboldt University with a Bachelor's of Arts. He got a degree in ceramics, and after graduating, he would move to Norman, Oklahoma, and receive his MFA in sculpture in 1984. In 1985, he was awarded a regional NEA fellowship and a 6-month residency in Kohler Arts Industry Program in Wisconsin. Today, Phelps spends his life with his wife Patty. He credits his imagery of figurative bronze sculptures to his early life growing up in California. The Dreamer by David Phelps is located on the intersection of South Panther Creek Drive and Woodlands Parkway in the Woodlands, Texas. Installed in 1989, David Phelps was commissioned by the Woodlands, Texas, to create an outstanding bronze sculpture. Phelps was able to create a sculpture called The Dreamer. The Dreamer is made out of a lost wax metal casting, standing 48 inches tall and 17 feet long. Since the sculpture appears to be sinking into or rising from the earth, it had to be assembled into 3 separate pieces. David Phelps is widely known from several other international pieces of art. Some of these sculptures appear to be sinking into or rising from the ground. This characteristic of Phelps's work can be traced back to his childhood days in California Delta. All of his pieces of art are created through a bronze wax metal casting. This art medium gives each sculpture of any size a feeling that the art is something created by the earth or somewhat natural. A similar sculpture of the Dreamer is the Pastoral Dreamer, also by David Phelps. Both sculptures depict a man in similar overall-like clothing, with their legs closed and hands behind their heads. These 2 sculptures are similar by the way that Phelps has made them both emerged into the ground. Typical of his work, both sculptures are made out of wax metal casting. The Pastoral Dreamer is located in several cities around the United States, including Dallas, Chicago, and Minneapolis. The Pastoral Dreamer, similar to the Dreamer, was a vision that came to Phelps when he was exhausted and fatigued. While working very early at 2 in the morning, Phelps saw a wax head in the corner of the room. From that one image he received very early in the morning, Phelps was able to create works like The Dreamer and The Pastoral Dreamer. Some notable private collectors of his work are Burt Reynolds, Connie Sellecca, and John Tesh, as well as Barbie Benton and her husband, George Grado. His works are represented in many other private and public works collections across the United States, as well as in Europe, Canada, Mexico, and South America. From his biography, David Phelps explains how his bronze sculptures come to life. And he says, "The imagery of my figurative bronze sculptures is rooted from my early years growing up on the family farm on Roberts Island in the California Delta. Surrounded by water and threatened by drought, I was unknowingly developing my lifelong aesthetic foundation. My figurative bronzes, ranging up to 3 times life size, appear to be emerging from the ground. They are serenely contemplative, and each piece is imbued with a dry, subtle sense of humor.